Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous two-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
Oh, sorry. That's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready. No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to support the show or support SHR Media, please go to Reaver.one and click on the shop button. I want to give a shout out and a big thank you to all the veterans. Without you, we do not have these freedoms. Thank you very much. Now, this shit that's going on, this anti-American bullshit, because yes, I know protesters have a right to freedom of speech, but what they're protesting is about my constitutional right to vote for who I want to. That is what they are protesting against, our constitutional rights. And it's more than that because they're not even protesting. These are paid professional rioters. They have been trained by the DNC. The DNC needs to own this. And the DNC needs to come out and control this. I'm tired of the DNC starting a shitstorm and then walking away and acting like they have nothing to do with it. They are destroying property. They are assaulting people. These people are paid and trained by George Soros himself. They are paid and trained by the DNC. They think it's funny. I don't. This is how communism takes over a country. It's never peaceful. It's violence. Like what these kids are doing. It is disgusting. MoveOn.org started this. And if you don't know who they are, research it. Because they sure as hell took their page down. Because the majority of the people are pissed off about this shit. So now they're going to, we didn't do nothing. But I can tell you, I saw it with my own eyes. The information. And how they were coordinating. Obama, and he already said something. No, he needs to get out there saying enough is enough. The elections are over. No matter what you do, it will not change the results. Hillary needs to get out there and tell people to knock it the fuck off. But no. Both of them hide. They think it's funny. I don't. I find it quite disturbing. And I don't understand these idiots. They're so upset. I want to just do away with the electoral vote. My candidate didn't win. I just want to go to electoral vote. And they want their vote to count. And in a popular vote, it wouldn't fucking count. Candidates would go to just a handful of areas. Because that's all they would goddamn need. New York, California has a majority of the population in the United States. That's all they would need. But no. They don't think of that part, do they? All they think is, my candidate didn't win. You know what? My candidate didn't win for 2 presidential elections. Suck it up, buttercups. I'm trying to be nice a little bit. I have a comment, but it would seem that some have gotten a little sand in their vaginas, and they're a little cranky. They need their babas. They need their safe space. My candidate didn't win. I'm going to go out and destroy stuff. If you're being paid, that is not a protester. It's common sense. You are a paid agitator at that point. So pissed off at this point. It's ridiculous. And if you're paid smashing things, that's not. Sorry, it's just... You have students that are trying so hard to start trouble. That they're lying. You have a Louisiana student, sorry about that, who was attacked, or said she was attacked, by people that were wearing Trump hats. They attacked me. Yeah. It's pure bullshit. And now she's looking at charges being filed against herself for filing false police report. Of course, the Democrats will go, you can't charge her. You'll stop other women from coming forward. We got so many women coming forward with false accusations anymore. So many people, it's not even just women. And the Democrats protect them. That's ridiculous. Criminals are criminals, and it's getting tiresome. Just as if the fucking Trump supporters do something, they ought to be charged for it. No ifs, ands, or buts. They shut down a bridge in L.A. Obstruction of traffic. Endangerment. But hey. Hey, that's allowed, you know? It's ridiculous. Well, one thing I did on Twitter, so I unblocked all the jackasses. After a while, you can only have Trump protest intensifies as doubt swirls about spontaneity. How much proof do you fucking need, media? It was not spontaneity. It didn't just happen out of nowhere. MoveOn.org coordinated this. Yeah, we got dozens of protesters out there with professionally printed signs, and they're all the same, but yes, just popped out of nowhere. Jesus, what paint chips are the media eating? I got my coffee. Then I get to go on my break. My wife just came back and got Wawa coffee. You had in Austin buses. There's like 3 or 4 buses were brought in of protesters. That's not spontaneity. Nope. They don't just say, hey, we're going to get together tonight and we're going to hold a protest, but call the bus company because we're able to get all these people together at one location and we're going to go to this place. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's funny. Clicked on about the Craigslist ad, and all of a sudden Craigslist has it down for review. George Soros needs to be put in his place. These protesters need to be put in their fucking place. Excuse me, rioters. Because chanting, die, whites, die, fuck Trump, and fuck white people, they're filled with racists. They're screaming about racists as they are being racist. No, you can be racist against white people too. And they said it, we are ungovernable. And they're trying to create anarchy. Philadelphia had Bernie Sanders supporters marching with Clinton supporters. Shows what kind of stupid hypocrites these people really are. Because Bernie Sanders supporters got fucked over by Hillary Clinton. It's been proven. And you go, okay, we're going to march together. We're going to come together. It wasn't Trump that fucked you over. It was Hillary Clinton. The problem is you people are so weak-minded and easily convinced. We're being told. People are smarter than this. That's the problem. These kids are smarter than this. But they'd rather, we get to go out and we get to do this stuff and nobody gonna do nothing to us. So, I'll go say whatever you want me to say, mister. Okay, you're going to pay me. I'll say what you want me to say. Then you send them to work. Don't tell me what to do. Sorry. Someone on Twitter put up, I hope Donald Trump doesn't deport my illegal Dominican ex that lives at 584 Cannon. It was so at the top of the stairs. Please don't deport her. Oh, damn, I needed that. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the police need to shut this shit down. Our government, who I don't want normally involved, need to stop this shit. Someone just... You get all these idiots, as I was just talking about, they're protesting the election. It's not fair. Not fair. Where were these fuckers when Hillary Clinton was rigging the election? That wasn't fair. Where were all these protesters, and where was George Soros to pay for it when Bernie Sanders was getting screwed over? Nope, nobody was around. Weak-minded people. Doesn't mean that they're not smart, just they're weak-minded. They don't have a mind of their own. They're being fed bullshit and told it is a cuisine. And they're like, okay, give me more. See, I'm not going to make any comments. Oh, now you got people in an alternate universe where Florida's panhandle is part of Alabama and Georgia, and Michigan's Upper Peninsula is part of Wisconsin. Clinton is celebrating her victory. And if cows could fly, DNC needs to take a deep, deep look at itself. Because what they're being a part of right now is exactly what the people are against. And they're too dumb and too blind to look at it. You know, it's Brett Hume, and I don't agree with that guy much. But he just put a very good message. The popular vote measures a single race that never happens. Our election is 50 individual, separate races. That is... that is pretty... explains it pretty easy. All right, we're going to go to break, and when we come back, and we'll continue this bitch fest about these quote-unquote protesters. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICR Red Network, Red Nation Rising Radio, YouTube Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, at Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. That just stuck in my head, that comment Brett Hume made. It's not one big race. It's 50 small races, and that's why the popular vote doesn't matter. That makes a lot of sense. So you take each state's results. And the thing is, people are not looking at. All right, here we go. I'm going to play this. This is I haven't listened to it, but I know their work, and I'll know explain it real good. ProgU has a video on the electoral vote. Let me see. Going to share it on Facebook also. Facebook and Twitter. Hang on. Share. Problem is, you got a bunch of people, and I didn't know for the longest time because it did not faze me. I did not care. Sam, I am. So I didn't look into what the actual electorate was. I didn't pay attention at school, and that's what a lot of these kids have done. It's lack of knowledge of the subject, and they don't want to listen. All right, here we go. Wait, what the heck?
Electoral College and why it matters. All right, I know this doesn't sound like the most sensational topic of the day, but stay with me because I promise you it's one of the most important. To explain why requires a very brief civics review. The President and Vice President of the United States are not chosen by a nationwide popular vote of the American people. Rather, they are chosen by 538 electors. This process is spelled out in the United States Constitution. Why didn't the founders just make it easy and let the presidential candidate with the most votes claim victory? Why did they create, and why do we continue to need this electoral college? The answer is critical to understanding not only the Electoral College, but also America. The founders had no intention of creating a pure majority rule democracy. They knew from careful study of history what most have forgotten today or never learned. Pure democracies do not work. They implode. Democracy has been colorfully described as two wolves and a lamb voting on what's for dinner. In a pure democracy, bare majorities can easily tyrannize the rest of the country. The founders wanted to avoid this at all costs. This is why we have three branches of government: executive, legislative, and judicial. It's why each state has 2 senators, no matter what its population, but also different numbers of representatives based entirely on population. It's why it takes a supermajority in Congress and 3/4 of the states to change the Constitution. And it's why we have the Electoral College. Here's how the Electoral College works. The presidential election happens in 2 phases. The first phase is purely democratic. We hold 51 popular elections every presidential election year, 1 in each state and 1 in D.C. On Election Day in 2012, you may have thought you were voting for Barack Obama or Mitt Romney, but you were really voting for a slate of presidential electors. In Rhode Island, for example, if you voted for Barack Obama, you voted for the state's 4 Democratic electors. If you voted for Mitt Romney, you were really voting for the state's 4 Republican electors. Part 2 of the election is held in December, and it is this December election among the state's 538 electors, not the November election, which officially determines the identity of the next president. At least 270 votes are needed to win. Why is this so important? Because the system encourages coalition building and national campaigning. In order to win, a candidate must have the support of many different types of voters from various parts of the country. Winning only the South or the Midwest is not good enough. You cannot win 270 electoral votes if only one part of the country is supporting you. But if winning were only about getting the most votes, a candidate might concentrate all of his efforts in the biggest cities or the biggest states. Why would that candidate care about what people in West Virginia or Iowa or Montana think? But you might ask, isn't the election really only about the so-called swing states? Actually, no. If nothing else, safe and swing states are constantly changing. California voted safely Republican as recently as 1988. Texas used to vote Democrat. Neither New Hampshire nor Virginia used to be swing states. Most people think that George W. Bush won the 2000 election because of Florida. Well, sort of, but he really won the election because he managed to flip one state which the Democrats thought was safe, West Virginia. Its 4 electoral votes turned out to be decisive. No political party can ignore any state for too long without suffering the consequences. Every state, and therefore every voter in every state, is important. The Electoral College also makes it harder to steal elections. Votes must be stolen in the right state in order to change the outcome of the Electoral College. With so many swing states, this is hard to predict and hard to do. But without the Electoral College, any vote stolen in any precinct in the country could affect the national outcome, even if that vote was easily stolen in the bluest California precinct or the reddest Texas one. The Electoral College is an ingenious method of selecting a president for a great, diverse republic such as our own. It protects against the tyranny of the majority, encourages coalition building, and discourages voter fraud. Our founders were proud of it. We can be too. I'm Tara Ross for Prager University.
But of course, these paid agitators don't care about that. And why they're also out there as paid agitators is simple. See, I took a lot of shit from my family for a while because this everybody gets a trophy attitude. Well, that is not a good thing to have. And we're seeing why, because all of a sudden they lose. They don't know how to handle it. And this is what ensues. We are... I mean, it doesn't help when we have celebrities that are trying to instigate violence. And you have... what is it? The Orange is the New Black, one of the stars, that's talking about taking baseball bats to Republican Trump supporters. I have a letter up on my page to, and it's addressed to, and I didn't write it, I found it. I will fully admit. Oh, and one big announcement. Oh, this is funny. Harry Reid rips Donald Trump for unleashing tide of hate. Hey, you old senile bastard. It is not Donald Trump. That is you and your party that has created these riots. It is MoveOn.org that is creating these riots. See yourself to the nursing home, Harry Reid. You are done. Finished. And not a day too soon. I can't wait until the day you're out of office. And that's right. I could prove that the liberals are racist. All these liberals that keep saying, if Trump wins, I'm going to move to Canada. You racist bastards. Why not move to Mexico? I didn't hear a single one saying they were moving to Mexico. They've stood up for Mexico for God knows how long now. Why aren't you moving to Mexico? It's... And one second. My cousin is the one that shared that Prague U, and he just jumped online for a minute. I wanted to thank him for sharing that. It was greatly appreciated. It's just, oh my God. What is going on is a big farce. And I've been wanting to report on this one little tidbit. So, Egypt, what is it, Prime Minister or whatever, has said that, congratulated Donald Trump, but said it's going to be dark days for the poor Muslim Brotherhood. But the Muslim Brotherhood also came out and said the racist Donald Trump's victory is a disaster for the Muslim world. No, it isn't. He had plenty of Muslim vote, too. He had plenty of Muslim votes. What this is a disaster for terrorist Muslim groups. Donald Trump does not have a problem with the Muslim religion. He has a problem with the terrorist Muslims, the extremists, the ones that want to do harm to America. And it's not just Muslim. It goes to any goddamn group that has an issue with America. Any group that has an issue with America, Trump has a problem with. And too many of our Democrats want to side with those people. The only time the Democrats want to start a fight is with its own countrymen. It's done it before, and it's trying to do it again. And that's what is going on. But yes, the Muslim Brotherhood is upset. And I'm going to give, again, these are from articles I come across. 7 reasons for liberals to chill about Donald Trump. Number 1, realize you were lied to about Trump being Hitler. Guess what? Trump is not Hitler, never was, or will be. It was a simple talking point to flip weak-minded people. You were told his supporters were alt-right, racist, anti-Semitics, redneck. You know who his most important voters really were? The people who voted for Bernie Sanders, who wanted a political revolution. And some of those are your friends. Is Trump a flawed man? Yes. But is he a decent man and talk to his workers? Yes, those that were fired by him never speak highly of him. Find the ones that work for him now, and they all speak highly of the man. And don't tell me just because they work for him. Because I've had bosses I didn't like, and someone asked me a question, I would come right out and say, hell no. Number 2, realize you can't win every presidential election, and that's okay. It's been a while since Democrats lost. So this bears repeating, especially since millennials who came of age with the Obama campaign may never have voted for a losing candidate before. 2016 marks the first time I have ever voted for a winning candidate. I have never voted for George W. Bush or Bill Clinton, and I survived until now. At some point, Republicans were going to win again. At some point, so will you. Now, that was the writer, and I'm going to tell you. Same here. I missed the election for George Bush. Long story, not getting into it. I wanted George Bush. He won, but I didn't vote for him. Guess what? This is the first president I voted for where I voted for the winning candidate. I survived through a lot of losing elections. Get the fuck over it. Read something called the Constitution. You can go to Reaver.1. You can order very cheaply a pocket Constitution and learn to use it. Open it up. Read it. We know a lot of you bought one when Mr. Khan waved one at Trump. Try opening it. There's actually some really good stuff in there, like checks and balances on the executive branch. Obama tried to destroy these checks and balances, which is one of the main reasons so many people fought so hard to resist him. And one of the reasons Donald J. Trump is your president-elect. Whether you like it or not, he is your president-elect. Just as I was not happy when Obama got elected or re-elected. He was still the president of the United States. And yes, I know that might confuse some people who's listened to my show. I did not vote for Obama both times. For one main reason. I didn't know who Obama was. He was unknown. I didn't know how he was going to screw us over. I knew how McCain was going to screw us over, so that's who I voted for. But when Obama got elected, especially his inauguration, can't speak today. I bought into his bullshit with that speech. I thought, holy shit, here's a president that's going to actually do something. If he does 1/3 of what he said, this country's going to be better off. He didn't do shit of what he said, except for try to tear this country down. I never voted party lines before till recently. Number 4, realize there are some things Obama did Trump won't reverse. If you like your gay marriage, you can keep your gay marriage. Really? Trump supports traditional marriage, but at this stage, what that means is he will defend the right of a private business to refuse to participate in a Wiccan lesbian polymorph union. Listen, and don't say I'm picking on Wiccans because, yeah, you don't know me. A lot of times, the people don't have a problem with the gay marriage. But what a lot of people are standing up for is a business's right. Just as there's businesses that are refusing to serve constitutionally legal people carrying a defense weapon. And they have the right. Just as that business has a right not to make a cake for whatever they deem. Let me tell you, if I was gay and getting married, and I went to a place and they didn't want to make my cake because they didn't agree with my lifestyle, I would not want to give them the fucking business. It's that simple. And that is acceptable. You don't want to build it or make it for me? Sell me it? Fine, I'll go to somebody else. Trump, one of his main supporters, and one that Trump fought to have speak. Peter Thiel, founder of PayPal, who is a gay male conservative, That's one of Trump's friends. He doesn't care about the gay, lesbian, and the marriage things. Listen, when it comes to the immigration reform, we're going to get it. Finally. After how many decades? The wall was already approved. That's the part you morons don't realize. The wall was already approved by Congress. Everybody's fighting over it, and it was already approved. Hillary Clinton talked about it. Well, she called it an offense in certain sections, a wall in other sections. It has been said, not everybody's going to get deported. We're not going to have deportation forces. We're going to get the worst of the worst out first, and then they're going to talk. I think all of them should be sent out, and you don't have to deport them. You cut off the jobs. You cut off the money. They're going to self-deport. Go back, come across legally. Me and my wife were talking, and yes, in this area, we have a lot of farm area. We're strawberry capital of the world. And we need those type of labor. But what I would like to see is them come into the country legally. Not all of them are illegal, I know that. But come into the country legally. So, number one, you could be protected. When you come in here legally, you have to stay under the radar. These businesses can take advantages of you. You're not covered under workman's comp. There's a host of things. This isn't just about, I don't like immigrants. I do not mind immigrants. I want you to come here legally so you can be protected the correct way. Come here legally. Change it so it makes it a little bit easier for these seasonal workers to come here. They made it, the Democrats made it really ridiculous, the regulations to come into this country. But you need to leave. You cannot be rewarded for breaking our laws. Period. Understand that this is the best time in America to be a woman. Hell, the one that won Trump's campaign is a woman. She ran a successful presidential campaign. And she delivered in aces. Trump has been hiring women in executive positions long before it was a trend. He has never cared about the sexes. He will have women in his administration, and no, don't just sit in secretaries and get coffee and fuck off. The ones that are the biggest fucking racists anymore and sexist are the liberals themselves. And I've seen it on Twitter time and time and time again. Clinton kept talking about that glass ceiling, and Kellyanne Conway broke that ceiling. And realize this, people, these anti-Trump people, you might be wrong about quite a few things. The shock of Trump's victory is a good time to evaluate some of your beliefs. You could start with the assumption that everyone who opposes him was actually a racist. Half the country has good ideas, and some of those ideas are really good. You're going to see Paul Ryan's one of his budgets, and you're going to ask why Obama himself did not pass it. The Democrat Party has a war going on, and it's getting worse. And you need to self-evaluate inside the party what is going on. All right, we're going to take a break. It's going to be a little bit of extended break today again. Sorry. Some days I got to do it. I got to handle something real quick. All right, we'll be right back after this brief message.
And discipline remains mercifully.
Yes, and neither would you, Derek, this star nonsense. No, it isn't.
I'm sure of it.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to train your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. And have we found the same old fears? Wish you were here.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid promo.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to support the show, support SHR Media, go to Reaver.one, click on the shop button. Oh, the weekend is almost here. The weekend is almost here. Ding dong, the bitches dead, the bitches dead. Going through, seeing if there's any relevant. Philadelphia Craigslist ad. Stop Trump up to $1,500 a week. Hiring immediately. Call today. Start tomorrow. $15 to $18 hourly rate plus bonus plus overtime. Up to 77 hours per week. Drivers earn gas reimbursement, money, and evening shifts. No previous experience required. Full-time and part-time position. Weekend positions available. No fundraising. No commission. Call 267-606-5147. Oh, remember when Democrats go? I mean, no, sugar. Oh, they talked how they took the high road. Yeah, we take the high road. So full of shit. It's not funny. Taking a look at something. Yeah, that is there. I just Googled that number, and I got right to the Craigslist ad. So it's not a fake. That ad is real. I can't believe it. I mean, I can, but it's holy shit. Freaking dumbasses. It's trying to look that number up. We should overload the lines. Hey, I wonder. Let me see something. Let's call it. Let's see what we get. All right.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The wireless customer you called is not available at this time. Please try your call again later. Announcement 1. Switch.
Huh. Sounds like that number's not working anymore. Sorry about this. Give me... What was that message again? Let's have paying attention. Let's see what we get.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The wireless customer you called is not available at this time. Please.
Not available at this time. I find it funny. I guess they don't want anybody anymore. It's absolutely disgusting what they're doing. I love the Snoops. Oh, it's false, unproven. It's Soros or Snoops is a fucking joke anymore. It's been talked about and proven time and time again, but they still try. Oh, we're not doing that. Bullshit. 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 I call it bullshit. Let's see, what else do we have up here? From a Huffington Post article, DNC staffers scream at Donna Brazile for helping elect Donald Trump. On Thursday, Democrat Party officials held their first meeting since Hillary Clinton's stunning loss to Donald Trump in the presidential race, and it didn't go well. Donna Brazile, the interim leader of the Democrat National Committee, was giving what one attendee described as a rip-roaring speech to about 150 employees about the need to have hope for wins going forward when a staffer identified only as Zach stood up with a question. Why should we trust you as a chair to lead us through this? He asked. According to two people in the room, you backed a flawed candidate, and your friend, former DNC chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz, plotted through this to support your own gain and yourself. Some DNC staffers started to boo, and some told him to sit down. Brazile began to answer, but Zach had one more thing to say. You are part of the problem. He continued blaming Brazile for clearing the path for Trump victory by siding with Clinton early on. You and your friends will die of old age, and I'm going to die from climate change. You and your friends let this happen, and which is going to cut 40 years off my life expectancy. Zach gathered his things and began to walk out. When Brazile called after him, asking where he was going, he told her to go outside and tell people there why she should be leading this party. Uh-oh. 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 I'm going to die of climate change. You took 40 years off my life. Holy fucking shit, the drama. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's... Hang on, I got something for everybody.
Do.
Oh my God, people. I'm going to die 40 years earlier because climate change is going to come into my house while I'm sleeping and it's going to kill me in my sleep. Get the fuck over it. This fear-mongering is a fucking joke. They actually got these idiots. Oh my God. Oh my God, I want to bang my head. All I can say is...
Do.
Get over it. Now, here is a big thing about Trump that I am so happy with. Besides his win. He ended 2 dynasties. He ended the Bush dynasty when the Democrats couldn't do it. He ended the Clinton cartel dynasty when the Republicans couldn't do it. 2 dynasties, one election shot down by one man. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, this, the Obama Seth Meyers back in 2011. They thought it would be funny to attack Trump back in 2011. He was talking about running for president back then. Let's take a listen. Give it a second. Come on. Here we go. Oh.
President is a Republican, which is surprising since I just...
Hang on. Here we go.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke. Donald Trump often appears on Fox, which is ironic because a fox often appears on Donald Trump's head. If you're at the Washington Post table with Trump and you can't finish your entree, don't worry, the fox will eat it. Gary Busey said recently that Donald Trump would make a great president. Of course, he said the same thing about an old rusty birdcage he found. Donald Trump owns the Miss USA pageant, which is great for Republicans because it will streamline their search for a vice president.
Now I know.
Now what's best is they have a camera on Trump, and he just has this look like, laugh it up, laugh it up. Joke's going to be on you.
That he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac? All kidding aside, obviously we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, at the steakhouse, the men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night.
Yeah, because Lord knows when anybody screws up in his administration, he's never had the balls to fire anybody.
Well handled, sir. Well handled. Say what you will about Mr. Trump. He certainly would bring some change to the White House. Let's see what we've got up there.
They show a picture of a gaudy rebuilding of the White House. It's stupid. I'm wondering if they're regretting that now. I really do. I wonder if they're going, shit. Why did we do that? That was stupid. You know, they thought they were funny, and now they lost to the man. Oh. And as I said, Amy Schumer says that the vow to leave the country was a joke. Now, when a Republican says something, they'll twist what they say into reality. But when the Democrat liberals say something, it was just a joke. Stop. It was a joke. No, you are a joke, and it's not funny either, Amy. Now, this I love. After all the chest beating and testosterone, Mexico's has now said through the Mexican Foreign Relations Minister Claudia Ruiz Mazui. Sorry if I'm messing up her last name, and I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. They are willing now to negotiate on NAFTA to modernize the deal. Now that he is president-elect, all of a sudden they went from, we won't work with him, we won't do nothing. Oh, he's the president-elect. Yes, we will sit down and we will renegotiate a deal for you. Because he's told them, well, we're going to back out. We're going to drop the NAFTA deal. Oh, well, no. We were only joking. We were joking. Hey, it was a joke. Hey, come on. Fist bump. Come on. Hey, don't leave me hang. Oh, okay. It was a joke. We were just kidding, would you? Come on, we'll renegotiate. We can't have this deal go down. We can't have it go away. We got to screw America over so that we can make money. We got to screw the American people. You understand that, don't you, President-elect Trump? No? You're not laughing. It was a joke. Come on. No, they're not the only ones in this right now. Because Canada's President Justin Trudeau. He shot his mouth off too. But now, he is willing to renegotiate NAFTA also. Surprise, surprise! They are willing to renegotiate NAFTA. They were going after him before. Now it's, oh shit, he's president. Holy shit. Mr. Trudeau, Trump has been elected. What do you want to do? Oh crap, he's going to do away with that deal that helps make us money. Put a press release that where we congratulate him. And we want to work with him, and we're going to renegotiate the deal. Yeah, we're going to renegotiate. Yeah, about that. Yeah. They're going to be asking for their stapler as they get sent to the basement. To the basement, I said. Aware. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising Radio, YouTube Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying confidence, stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here. We expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, if you want to support the show or support SHR Media, go to Reaver.one and click on the shop button. So, one thing surprise. Reports show ISIS using chemical weapons in Mosul. Huh. I wonder where you got. I wonder where they got those. It wouldn't be stockpiles in Iraq that were hidden. Nah. And what's funny is I was talking to a liberal one time, and we got talking about that. And it went from weapons of mass destruction. We're not talking biological. It was never biological. It was nuclear weapons we were talking about all along. Then they would have just said nuclear weapons. It was weapons of mass destruction because it was biological and chemicals. They loved to change the story. When nobody was finding them, oh, look at that, they can't find no biological weapons. We went in there for the wrong reason. Oh, wait a minute, there's biological. Oh, we meant chemical. Oh, there's chemical weapons. We meant nuclear. Yeah. there was weapons of mass destruction there. We did not find them. Most of them got transferred. Most of them got transferred to Syria. Surprise! And people were oh my God, I'm just checking something weird just popped up. Someone tweeted thanks to me at Jersey Joe Talks, and I'm like, what the? Vic Pet. Give me 1 second. I gotta. This is weird. This is weird. Wall Street Journal. I also have a program that pops stuff out on my Twitter, and I don't even know it's getting put out there. So yeah, Geneva, the UN Human Rights Office is citing new details as proof that the ISIS group is using chemical weapons. Surprise, surprise, surprise. So, it really doesn't surprise me. Al Franken, who was a failed comedian, and he's a failed politician, he's now blaming the Republicans. And I saw this coming. Now that the Obamacare is a failure, now they're trying to blame the Republicans. It's the Republicans' fault that it died. Obamacare didn't work because it's the Republicans' fault. It's not the Democrats. We never do anything wrong. We created a failure, and everything that was predicted to fail has come true, and now they want to go, it wasn't our fault. It's the Republicans. You immature, irresponsible, disgusting, sorry excuse for humans. You took a big shit on America. Stand up and say that's your shit. Have the balls. At least have that. Be proud of what you created. Whether it's good or bad, be proud of it, you dumbasses. Sick of that. Al Franken, you look like a goddamn... It's the Republicans' fault. They wouldn't pass things. They spent more time trying to repeal it. Because they knew this was going to happen. And you idiots just thought, we're going to get another Democrat in right after this. Oh, the people love us. The people love us. Guess what? The people don't love you. Wawa coffee. Wawa coffee. So, also, the fear-mongering of the economy is going to collapse. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Dow is up 2.7% since election night. Chicken Little Democrat Party. That's what they should name themselves. We are the Chicken Little Democrat Party. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Dumbasses. So everybody's talking also about the wall. We can't build a wall. As I said, it's already been approved. And it's already been financed. We've been making payments on a car we never picked up. Money was appropriated for a wall during the Bush administration that didn't get spent. It's already been approved, people. He doesn't even have to go to Congress to ask permission. He just has to enact what was passed. Go ahead, guys. Start construction. Let's get some estimates in here, and we're going to do a little bidding on this. And let's get some people back to work building that wall. Yeah. It's already been approved. It's already been approved by Congress to build it. It's already been approved by Congress to pay for it. You dumbasses. I've known this. I think it's funny. We can't build a wall. He's not going to be able to build a wall. He can't do it. I think he's going to do it. And yes, he can get Mexico to pay for it. One of two ways. Do you know how much money we give Mexico? How much food stamps we give Mexico? And yes, there's Mexico residents in Mexico that get food stamps from America so they can buy food in Mexico as Mexican citizens. We can start cutting off money. So instead of giving them the money, we just... Well, you see, the wall cost $10 million to build. And we're supposed to give you $20 million. So we're going to be nice. We're going to give you the $10 million. And we're going to take that other 10 and we're going to put it in back to where it belongs. Because you're going to pay for that wall, whether you like it or not. It may not be where Mexico's sitting there writing a check out, but they're going to pay for it. And these idiots didn't think it was accomplishable. Just like deportation. You don't need a deportation force. That was fear-mongering that they used. You cut the jobs off, people will self-deport. Simple, people. It's very easy, very simple. But no, the liberals ran out there, fear-mongering. Now, what's scary is with these protests, to get back on it for a moment, you literally have protesters calling for death and violence live on TV. One of the women said, people are going to have to die. You have a Seattle councilwoman who's trying to get it together to shut down Trump's inauguration. This is not our way. This is how it's done in communist countries. What is it? Here's the quote. Lily, who was a woman interviewed on CNN's live coverage, if we don't fight, then who will fight for us? People had to die for your freedoms where we are at today. We can't just do rallies. We have to fight back. There will be casualties on both sides. There will be, because people have to die to make change in this world. Lily, let's look at this logically. I know I'm using a word that liberals don't understand, logic. And this isn't a threat, because I don't want violence. I don't. But you are threatening violence. Now, my question is, you and your kind, and I mean liberals, for the last several years, say you're against guns, you don't like guns, nobody should own guns. So I'm betting most of you idiots don't own weapons. You're threatening the people who are pro-gun, who are armed. Yeah. That is not smart. Because of what's going on, I don't always carry. If I'm just going to my parents, I won't carry. I'll be making sure that I'm carrying nonstop right now. You've had people yanked out of their cars and beaten because people think they voted Trump. Well, I voted Trump. I don't hide that I vote Trump. You come to pull me out of the car, I'm going to defend myself in the state of Florida. Your car is the same as your house. You do not have to run to protect yourself. Someone reaches in your car to attack you. You have the right to defend yourself with whatever means necessary. I will protect myself and my family. So you want to make threats? I'm not going to make a threat. I'm going to tell you, you're instigating in a situation where you're not prepared for. You're instigating and threatening, which is stupid, because now people have the right to defend themselves because you have thrown out that threat. And now it makes it a credible threat anytime one of your people decides to get violent. You didn't realize that part when you shot your mouth off. You could be the cause of a lot of people getting killed. I don't want to see this go anywhere. It should end here. Lick your wounds. Come back in 2018. Let's do battle. I don't want to see a 100% Republican control. I don't want to see a 100% conservative. It's nothing against conservatives, but if you have too much power, it corrupts, and you have it swing too far to one side. I don't want to see liberals, the left, Democrats take control and have too much power. Power corrupts. I've said it multiple times on this show. I want a nice yin and yang type thing. But it's also been shown that so far the Democrats, when they have power, they cannot work nicely with the other side. What was it that Harry Reid and Obama said? You want to get your stuff through, win an election? Well, we got our stuff. We got the wins. You know, he did it multiple times. He also, elections have consequences. Yes, they do. And since you made that statement, the conservatives have gone out there and won elections. So, careful what you say. I don't understand it. Donald Trump is back on Twitter. And it was about 8:30 this morning. He said, busy day planned in New York. We'll soon be making some very important decisions on the people who will be running our government. Sounds like he's very close on his decisions of his administration. There's a pool of traveling transition reporters that are pissed because Donald Trump has kept them in the dark. You know what? They have not reported the truth on him. They have treated him disgustingly. So he's getting a little payback on them. He'll start to, warm up and give them their due. But too many times we have politicians who are, okay, come on in. You're treating me like shit, but I'm gonna kiss your ass because you're the press. Fuck the press. They're not the press right now. They're complicit in a political siding. They're not reporting the truth. They're trying to spin the truth. Oh, God. Sean just posted something. This should be good.
The votes have been casted, and Donald Trump is now going to be our new commander-in-chief. So, what's going on right now? We have the millennials. Yes, the millennials. What's happening in America is the millennials are upset because their horse did not win the race. So, what did they decide to do? They are demonstrating, they are rioting, they are boycotting, they are demanding another election. Now, they are so distraught that Hillary Clinton did not win her race that they are refusing to go to classes. Now, both my daughters, were old enough to remember when the towers fell, 9/11. They were old enough. They were in high school and college at the time. My daughters saw bodies falling out the windows. Okay, they saw people leaping to their deaths. They saw the Twin Towers fall on national television. They went to school the next day. They didn't ask for a comfort dog. They didn't ask for cocoa and a safe environment in which to reflect. They did their homework. They did their chores. They went to school. How distraught are you because your candidate, so-called, didn't win the race that you cannot function in life? Buttercups, cupcakes, snowflakes, millennials, wake the hell up. Life is not fair. There's going to be times where you cannot meet your mortgage payment. You cannot pay for an orthodontist. Your car breaks down. Your car note is due. Your insurance is due. Your husband not acting right. Your mother-in-law is coming to live with you on an indefinite period visit. So therefore, you suck it up, you tuck it up, and you keep on rolling. Because your little candidate did not win the race, you're going to lose your ever-loving mind and act like a bunch of pussies. Yeah, I said it. You're acting like a bunch of pussies. Now, if I was Donald Trump, what I would do as commander-in-chief is I would say this to you. If you're disrupting our commerce, our businesses, our residents, our way of life, people cannot get back and forth to work because you clown asses decide to act like a fool and act like a bunch of bitch babies, then you know what I would do? If you're on Social Security, you're on SSI, SSD, Medicare, Medicaid, Section 8, EBT card, food stamps, anything the federal government is paying for, if you're arrested, I would cut you off. I would make an example out of all of you. Life is not fair. Suck it up. Things are never going to go your way in life. I'm upset and distraught over the Cubs winning. I'm a Cardinals fan. You don't see me laying down in the corner asking for a comfort dog and a cup of cocoa and somebody to rub my back because my Cardinals didn't make it to the World Series. Big whoop. If this is any indication of what we have to look forward to in our golden years, then our country is in some hellified trouble. Because you pissants can't act right. You can't get your way. My 3-year-old granddaughter got better sense than you pussies. Yeah, you're acting like a bunch of bitch baby pussies is what you're acting like. And all these celebrities hollering they're going to leave. Bye. Go. Amtrak does run to Canada. Get the hell on. Get gone. We don't care if you leave. Some of you haven't made movies in years. Whoopi hasn't done a movie since The Color Purple worth talking about. Really? Go. Take it. Miley, go. Straddle that big ass inflatable dildo and get gone. Float on the way to Niagara Falls, wherever the hell you want to go. But get gone. Go. We don't want you here. We want a country that we can rebuild and start over. And this man is going to give us a chance. How in the hell are we going to give this man a chance if you guys are going to act like a bunch of bitch babies? You can't get your way, so you're going to have a temper tantrum? Boy, you lucky I'm not your mama. If my kid did not go to class and I'm paying $3,600 a month for college classes and he tells me or she tells me she's not going to class because she feels upset because Hillary Clinton didn't win the election, I will be up at that school beating her ass. The money I'm paying for her college education, bitch, you better get in there and get those grades. Stop acting like a bunch of bitch babies. Get your ass in class and do what you're supposed to do. Life is not over. If you think this is hard because your little woman that you put up to run a race didn't win the race, then I feel sorry for you. Because it's going to come a time in life where you're going to have hellified challenges. You're going to have to meet deadlines at work. You're going to have to go home and deal at home with a kid that don't want to act right. You're going to have to figure out what's for dinner. You're going to have to figure out which bills need to be paid and which bills can't be paid. You're going to try to make your paycheck stretch as far as it possibly can. No, y'all want to act like a bunch of pussies because you can't get your way. Man up, shut up, Put on your big girl pants, your big boy pants, take your asses to class, and let the grown-ups run the country.
I don't think the Democrats are paying attention, which we know they're not. I mean, this is why Trump's here. But also, they don't realize how much of the country they're pissing off. They're pissing off a large portion of the country with this shit. And either they're too stupid to realize, or they think they're too smart that they don't have to listen. Either way, I've been saying it for a while. The Democrat Party is imploding on itself because they're not paying attention. What a bunch of dumbasses. What are we... Now, I have faith that these idiots will one day come around and, once they start having families and paying mortgages and having child payments going, oh, shit, this stuff isn't free. I got to work for it, and I can't be giving this shit away to people. That utopia is bullshit. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. I don't know. It's the weekend is here. The weekend is here. What a bunch of dumbasses. Now it's looking like Mitt Romney is changing his mind, and he wants a seat at a Trump table. Bitch, be gone. You ran your mouth. Now you think you can step up. Well, step out, bitch. I'm looking at some stuff. People are being very creative, and remember to thank a vet. Today is Veterans Day. Today is a day that we honor all those who have protected the country. With that, I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. And remember, I appreciate you being here. I love you all. Have a great weekend. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.